Sal was a hurt repressor, and like all hurt repressors, he had a need for safety that he couldn't own and certainly couldn't acknowledge or express it to others. On the ownership part, when I sat with him, he told me how he would get angry at his partner. And I said, "Do you feel hurt?" And he said, "No, I just get angry. It's like she blames me for things that I feel like it's her stuff a lot of the time." I said, "Well, if you're a hurt repressor like the test showed, you said you were, then you wouldn't feel hurt. That would be frozen in your body. The fear of the feeling and expressing hurt would be frozen. And then you might feel anger as safer. So let me ask you this. Does hurt, sharing hurt, feeling it, expressing it, does that feel safe to you?" And he just sat there kind of frozen. And I said, "Go into your body, feel into where you hold a sense of separation in your body. And just look at people in your life, pull them up, and just say, it's safe to show hurt to them." And each time you say it, feel into the contraction, see if it's responding. He said, "Okay, I can feel it responding as if it's not safe to show hurt. And I can see from the test that I repress hurt." But what's that really have to do with a need for safety? I said, "Well, stay in your body for a moment and look at everybody and say, I'm not afraid to get hurt." Because if you hold that emotion back, there could be a fear of getting hurt in relationship. Just somebody doing something, like your wife saying something to you. So he pulled her up and he said, "I'm not afraid to get hurt." And he felt the contraction indicate that fear. It was frozen. It just felt like his body responding to that. So I said, "Do you see how it's not safe for you to feel and express those vulnerable emotions, and that you have a fear of getting hurt in your body, despite any anger or other thing on the surface?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "So all you need to discover now is there an unmet need there that you carry around unexpressed that has more to do with safety and fear than anything else? And this hurt. Because if so, wouldn't you want to know that? Because that has something to do with your anger and other suffering in your life." So he became open and we just pulled everybody back up. He fell into his body fully. And I said, "Say this, Sal. I don't need them to keep me safe. Don't think about it. Just trust the same area in your body. I don't need any of them to keep me safe." And he said it. And he felt the same contraction. I said, "Does it feel safe if they hurt you? Does that feel safe?" He said, "No." I said, "Does it feel safe to feel and express the emotion of hurt if it happens?" He said, "No." He said, "Can you see?" I said, "Can you see how you have this need for safety coming from this buried hurt?" He said, "Yeah, but I never thought of it that way." I said, "Did you ever say it to anyone? Did you ever say it to your wife? Like you come home from work and you say, I just want you to know that just like yesterday, I have a need for safety. I have a need that you don't say certain things because I'm afraid to get hurt. And because I don't express it. If I don't express it, I'm just going to sit here and get angry at you tonight. So I'm letting you know that I have a need for safety." And the whole prospect of that was just off the charts for him, of course. And I didn't expect that he would say that, but I wanted him to see that he could take more ownership of where his anger is really coming from and all the other suffering in his life. That there's this core fear around vulnerability and it's a fear that is frozen and is just his hardened body. And that if he doesn't focus there, he shouldn't expect real transformation to happen. He might be able to regulate that anger and do different things with the suffering and let some things quiet. But with this fundamental fear and a need for safety, his system will just keep producing the same safer responses and will keep holding back the expression of that need. Because we also need love and approval. And the need for safety and love and approval, being so connected to the emotional repression, keeps us from actually being authentic with each other. Sal and his wife, but maybe you and the people that you love. Because of what I've learned from this work is that anger repressors and hurt repressors, sadness repressors, have a need for safety. This is a fundamental need that's right in your body, and you hold emotion back because of that need. And Sal holds back hurt. He has a need to stay safe from that buried hurt and a need for other people not to hurt him. His anger comes up as a defense. Anger repressors have a need for people not to get angry at them. Their system holds that conditioning and they don't usually express it. This is a setup in our lives for suffering, that we carry this need around, expecting other people to meet it by not expressing their emotions, for example. But once you see this, just like Sal, you can see the setup in your own life, how you create suffering. Then you can take inquiry to the root of it, like Sal is doing. I hope you're enjoying these short stories. This is a good one. I mean, in that I kept it under 10 minutes. I hope it's good and that it helped you. I'm doing a series of short stories. That's all you're going to see from me kind of during these summer months, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it helps people understand how repression creates suffering. If you go to the description in each of these short stories, you'll see the links that you need if you want to start the work. If you're not quite ready and you want to just get on our newsletter, go to repressiontest.com. You can take the same test that Sal took. Thank you.